If you want to go after somebody, go after CNN. Go after MSNBC. Go after them. That's who you should go after. Not black men.
That's crazy.
We still
nobody's going
way
after,
more than
here's
anybody.
Here's what I'm saying.
Go after those motherfuckers.
Hold on.
Let's leave that.
You out, man.
Hold on.
You going after
Nice.
black men. We've been all Jackie Robinson, and we were all bamboozled into this idea. Hey, we got a few.
Nobody does that.
You
might do that.
well,
go ahead,
then
say something.
You blind, brother.
No, you might do that. Nobody does that.
Hey. Slow down. I heard what you said.
Stop doing that.
Doing what?
Stop. Yo, slow down. I'm talking to you. I'm having a dialogue, so stop shutting me down.
I'm
saying
definitely
to you.
not shutting you down,
No,
bro.
what I'm saying-
You were not being shut down.
I'm
Come on
saying
now.
to you.
Yesterday's In Godfrey We Trust podcast was far from a typical discussion. It turned into a heated, thought-provoking debate that kept listeners glued to their screens. Comedian Dante Nero and actor Ty Jones went head-to-head on a wide range of issues covering politics, media, influence, racial dynamics, and the unique challenges faced by black women in leadership. The conversation explored Kamala Harris's critics, dissected the role of mainstream news outlets in shaping public narratives, and debated the difference between overt racism and systemic policy-driven barriers that continue to impact communities across the country. They also discussed historical policy decisions, the real effects of party politics, and how media platforms like podcasts can shape public perception and elections. With sharp insight, humor, and unapologetic honesty, Dante and Ty examine the forces that shape both politics and society, highlighting the tension between visible actions and the hidden policies that often have the biggest consequences. This isn't just another podcast episode, it's a chance to hear two strong voices challenge assumptions, raise questions, and push listeners to actually think carefully. If you want to watch the full conversation, catch every argument, and hear perspectives you won't find anywhere else, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Fry Plantain.
The things that I've heard black men say about Kamala is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
So
I agree
now
with
let me
that.
respond to what you're
Totally agree
saying.
with that.
Okay? So Obama says what he says to black men, basically, parroting what you just said. All right? But for a fucking year before she became the nominee, CNN, New York Times, ABC, NBC, MSNBC, they eviscerated Kamala. They all said that she was bringing down the ticket. Perhaps she should get off the ticket. Maybe she should run for governor. Bring on Gavin. But Obama didn't go after those fuckers. The most powerful institutions, not a bunch of black dudes on some fucking podcast. He didn't go after the most powerful institutions that were shitting on Kamala for a year. But yet, somehow, black people get in trouble because some of them had some uneducated motherfuckers had some comments about her on podcasts. So if you want to go after somebody, go after CNN. Go after MSNBC. Go after them. That's who you should go after. Not black men.
That's crazy.
We still
Nobody's going
way
after,
more than
here's
anybody.
what I'm saying.
Go after those motherfuckers.
Let's leave
that. You out, man.
Hold on.
You going after black
Don't
men.
talk over each other.
Black men voted for Kamala.
What are you, Shaggy and Scooby? What the fuck are y'all?
Zoids, man. You can't be going after brothers.
Here's my thing. All I'm saying is have that same energy for a guy like Charlie Kirk, who has gone above and beyond dissing black people.
Slow down. I heard what you said.
Stop doing that.
Doing what?
Stop. Yo, slow down. I'm talking to you. I'm having a dialogue, so stop shutting me down.
I'm definitely not shutting you down,
No,
bro.
what I'm saying-
You were not being shut down.
I'm
Come
saying
on
to
now.
you.
Ty's approach was more cynical. Democrats, he suggested, were never truly allies, offering superficial opportunities while implementing harmful policies. Both agreed, however, that party loyalty doesn't equate to meaningful progress, especially for black Americans.
The thing is that I want you guys to get, and I think you do get, that policy, things that are etched in law, that have people follow, whether we want to call it a social contract or not, actually is a massive, massive thing that we have to deal with. The idea that physical violence has happened to us, it is horrible. I hate it. But the thing that really undermines us is the policies that get put
But
in
nobody
place.
doesn't
You keep saying
disagree
nobody.
with
I'm
you.
telling
Nobody
you,
doesn't
you're
agree with
collapsing.
that.
I'm not saying you should. I'm saying that there's a distinction between the two. I
Operate
think
that way.
we've been all Jackie Robinson, and we were all bamboozled into this
bugging.
idea. Hey,
You're
we got a
bugging.
few.
Nobody's that. Nobody
wait,
does
I
that. You
think-
might do
Oh,
that.
well,
I
then-
go ahead,
then
say
you
something.
blind, brother.
No,
Yo,
you
you
might
blind.
do
Hold
that.
on.
Nobody does that.
Hey.
He thinks that the
Oh my
Democrats are our
God! Then why are
friends.
you sitting here? You were sitting here defending.
No,
that
that's not
Oh
the-
my
the-
God! Yes,
that's
you
not
were.
Historical context came into play as well, with Ty reminding listeners of the shift of black voters to the Democratic Party in the 1960s, a decision rooted in strategic necessity rather than genuine friendship.
Black people were Republicans first.
Right.
And the Klan forced black people into being the
Okay,
Democrats.
so can I push back on that for a second?
Sure.
So when the blacks became Democrats, it was actually in 1960.
Okay.
The what was very powerful in the black community was the church. That is, you agree with me? That is the
still
way
power.
messages got. Sorry.
I said still powerful.
Yeah, so not like it was.
Not
before,
like
though.
it was now.
No,
No,
the
it's not as much now.
But,
Greasy now,
but
yeah.
this, yeah, you're right. So what ended up happening was Martin Luther King got put in jail.
Yep.
Coretta went to Nixon and said, "Hey, can you help my husband out?" Nixon was like, "Fuck that, no." She went to Papa King, right?
Right.
And he was like, "Let me call Kennedy." Kennedy was like, "I got you." Got him out. Kennedy then, King, the Father King, put a message out to all the church because he was the top
Saying
dog back in
he's
that.
the guy.
This is the guy we're going to put our.
Of course.
And Kennedy only won by 100,000 votes.
Scratch
That's
my back,
what
scratch your
happened.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is how we shifted en masse to being a Democrat, right? Policy shift. So what I'm trying to say is, and whether I get that y'all don't agree with me, is
No,
that,
we agree with you.
hear me out.
We do.
Hear me out. Is that the most dangerous thing are the white liberals, the ones who will piss on your back and tell you that it's raining, because they're the ones that are going to act like your friends. They're going to give you the jobs. They're going to tell you, hey, you need to, as long as you comport yourself like us, you can be happy. That is why there's so much language that says around, hey, this was the first black person that did this. It was the
white
first black
liberals aren't
partner here.
making laws.
Yes,
The
they
white
are.
conservatives
The re-
are.
No,
I
here's
don't.
the-
I don't know
What I'm
what
saying
black
is
people
this.
you're talking to
Here,
that don't understand the distinction between the fact that there's power and policy, and there's also our overt racist
No,
Republicans.
that's not what I said. I said
who are,
one is way more dangerous than the other, but we're
In
being
what way?
bamboozled
In what way is it-
because policy gets set in place.
Yes, and
Despite the intensity, there was humor sprinkled throughout the chaos. Dante's analogies were vivid, occasionally expletive-laden, and Ty's cynicism bordered on theatrical. The stream illuminated a core tension in political analysis, the balance between immediate, visible harm and structural, systemic harm. It left listeners both entertained and exhausted, pondering whether the real battleground is public discourse, policy corridors, or the intersection of both. By the end, there was no clear victor, only a dizzying tapestry of critique, history, and media analysis that might inspire listeners to reconsider everything they thought about politics, race, and who really holds power in America.
Last thing, did everybody see Sinners? Did everybody see Sinners?
Yes.
I saw Sinners.
That's what you need to do. Watch Sinners. Be careful who you let in your house. You need to watch Sinners,
yeah,
nigga.
nobody's letting nobody.
You need to be
out.
sick.
And nobody's hardcore
You be careful
are gonna
who
be-
you let in your
I'm the
house.
quickest nigga-
Oh,
All right, I want to thank everybody for